My name is Derek Dodson, and I'm the founder of the Black Sanctuary. I'm here to provide some law enforcement education for you so you can think critically about safe police interaction. In this segment, we're going to be talking about how to interact with police during a traffic stop. A little disclaimer here, these are not my ideas, this is what it is. It's important for you to know the laws for where you live and for what you do. So let's get into it. In 2021, the Stanford Project found that police conduct more than 20 million traffic stops per year, around 50,000 traffic stops per day. In my mind, that means this should be common knowledge for everyone in this country who operates a vehicle. That would make things a little bit too easy now, wouldn't it? Let me break things down so you know exactly what to do during a traffic stop. The moment I see police lights and they're coming for me, I hang up the phone if I'm on the phone, I turn down the radio, and I roll down the windows. If it's at night, I turn on the dome light. I pull over as soon as possible. Do not keep driving. Once you pull over, take the keys out of the ignition, put them on the dash. If you have a push button start, just push the button, turn the car off. Don't go fishing for your keys. Unless you have been specifically directed, do not exit your vehicle. Depending on the officer, they might see this as a sign of aggression. Put your hands on top of the steering wheel. Spread your fingers. There should be nothing in your hands. Or another option is you put your hands outside of the window, palms facing the officer. Slowly put them out of the window. Now, some of the times where I've had my hands open and out of the window is when I usually get a very interesting reaction from some of the police officers. As the police officer approaches the vehicle, they'll usually stop and say something like, "Sir, you've been through this a few times before?" "Yes, sir, I have." "Okay, go ahead and put your hands back in the car." "Yes, sir." And as I bring my hands back in the car, slowly, I put them right back on top of the steering wheel. My fingers spread, just like I said earlier. This doesn't need to be a production to annoy the officer. So think about everything I just said. When the officer comes up, he's in complete advantage. He will notice my vehicle is off, my windows are down, and if it's at night, my dome light is on. And on top of that, he can see my hands. What is this signal to the officer? It means that I'm not going anywhere and I don't have anything to hide. Now, depending on the state, the officer, the municipality, the officer might say something different, but they might say something like, "Hello, I'm Officer so-and-so from the City-Town Police Department. You were doing 50 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. I need to see your driver's license, your insurance card, and your registration." My wallet is usually deep in a pocket, and the last thing I want to be doing is squirming or moving around, which might look a little bit suspicious or maybe dangerous depending on the officer. Regardless of what they tell you to do next, if you have a firearm on you or in the vehicle, let them know. Now, don't yell, "I have a gun." That's a problem. All you have to say is, "Sir, I have a concealed pistol license." Now, a smart officer is going to deduce there might be a gun in the car. And if that's the case, they might ask where it's located. Now, as a good student, if you're learning here, your hands are on top of the steering wheel. When I tell an officer where my firearm is located, I do not touch, I do not reach for it, I don't even point at it. "Officer, it's on my right hip in a holster." I just say its location and the condition that it's in. That's all. I don't move my hands, I don't go reaching for it. When they tell me to retrieve a document, I get confirmation before I move. "Sir, I need to see your driver's license." "Sure, officer. It's in my right rear pocket." "Go ahead and reach for it." "Would you like me to get my license now?" "Sure." Officer says, "Now I need to see your registration and insurance card." "Okay, officer. It's in my glove box." I'm getting confirmation. Does that make sense? I don't know them, just like they don't know me, but I'm doing my part to keep the situation from escalating. You know, a lot of people don't realize that when law enforcement officers go through their academies, they go through training, but some of those trainings are actually videos. And during those videos, they're seeing officers just like themselves getting beaten to death by someone with their bare hands. They see their weapons being taken from them and used against them, executed on the spot. Sometimes they'll see drivers stepping out of their vehicle with a rifle and shooting and unloading on the officer's windshield. And a lot of times it's at a traffic stop. So the steps that I went through are meant to be empathetic and understanding some of the things they might perceive as threats. Look, as you go through these steps, these are things they notice and they might let you off with a warning. So in summary, in dealing with a traffic stop, remember, stop and listen. Follow commands. Do not run. Do not fight. Or as I like to say, communicate, cooperate, don't hate, and they might let you skate. Stay safe. If you'd like to learn more, please visit our website at theblacksanctuary.com. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below.